How is it that you haven't even spoken, but I can smell your thoughts in the form of mouth odor? Or that you passed here 2 hours ago and people are still suffering and perceiving the consequences of your actions? No. 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 Hello my beautiful daughters. Today I'm going to be talking about hygiene, and because this topic is so expansive, I am going to be dividing it into 3 parts. Today I'm going to be focusing on body odor. Before I get into this video, I just want to say that the things I'm going to talk about are home remedies, changing habits, things you can do by yourself to curb the effects of body odor. If despite your best efforts you are still having chronic body odor, please see your doctor. It could be a medical issue, it could be a hormonal issue, and they'll be best in a position to help you with that. So let's get into the video. Now, there are several causes of body odor. Jokes apart, I'm not here to laugh at people who have body odor. There are so many reasons. It could just be the fact that you were not taught how to handle these things when you were growing up. It could also be that you do not know the things that cause body odor, so you do not know how to, watch out for it. And it could just be that you're just not in the habit of doing things that help you curb body odor. And so in this video, it's not to shame or judge anybody. It's just to say these are the things that you can do. And if you care enough, then maybe you can change your lifestyle. Now, there are several causes of body odor, but I'm going to focus on 5 in this video. Now, body odor is generally caused by bacteria and sweat on your skin. That is like the major reason you have body odor. And so trying to target bacteria and sweat is generally, obviously, the best way to curb body odor. Another thing that causes body odor is basically your diet. You might be eating certain things that actually seep through your pores and you do not know. For instance, I love garlic and the benefits of garlic, but the truth is, if you drink or eat raw garlic every day, you are definitely gonna smell like raw garlic. Another thing that causes body odor is the type of clothes you wear. If you're the kind of person who wears really synthetic clothing like lycra, spandex all the time, you are trapping the sweat and bacteria in those places that usually generate more sweat and bacteria, like your armpits and your private parts. So you want to wear breathable materials when you're choosing underwear, so that those places can be aerated and the bacteria and odor will actually have somewhere to go. Something else that causes body odor, which actually comes from clothing again, is the lack of washing your clothes when they are dirty. Some people leave their clothes for months without washing them. You keep repeating certain clothes, you have sweat on them, you have bacteria on them, the clothes are already smelling, but you keep wearing them. And that's not even as bad as not washing your underwear. Like, dude, wash your underwear. Females, males, I'm talking to everybody in this video. You cannot say you have a bra that you have been wearing for 3 months and you have never washed it through sun, rain, cold, dry, heat. Like, girl, wash your underwear, your pants, your bra, for guys, your briefs, whatever it is you wear, the things that cover your privates and your armpits and are just around your body, are close to your body, need to be washed often. Just like my number 1 point about sweat and bacteria, people who are prone to sweating a lot, perspiring a lot, would also be prone to body odor. And so those are the 5 causes of body odor that I have to share for you in this video. Those are not the only causes. This is by no means an extensive or expansive list. So please, if you feel like you are doing everything you can and what I'm saying in this video does not relate to you, then maybe you have a deeper problem and you need to talk to a doctor. Now, I'm going to dive into remedies and I'm going to use the causes to explain the solutions. Now, the first problem I talked about was bacteria and sweat, and the last problem I talked about was people who are prone to perspiring a lot. Now, those two can actually be solved with the same solution. If you're the kind of person that sweats a lot, you have to bathe just as much. The general rule is that you should bathe every single day, at least once a day. Now, there are different factors that can affect this particular rule. One could be your lifestyle. If you're a sports person, of course you're not going to bathe just once a day because you're going to sweat throughout the day. If you're prone to sweating, then you cannot just bathe once a day because you're going to sweat. Yes, you got it, throughout the day. And if you have a job that means that you have to go down and dirty to do different kinds of work, then of course, before you sleep, you should bathe. There are different jobs like that. You could be a mechanic, you could be a farmer, you could be somebody that just works physically. Your job entails physical work. Then you're going to sweat and have bacteria on your skin throughout the day. So the idea is that, yes, bathe at least once a day or shower at least once a day. But depending on your lifestyle, you might have to up that number to suit you. So I'm sure you have gotten it by now that showering is very important. Now, another thing that's important is how you shower and what you do afterwards. So it's not just enough to shower, rush into the bathroom, and 2 minutes later you are out without doing anything. You go into the bathroom, you soak your armpits and your private parts with soap. You take your sponge, you lather it up with soap, and then you wash your body and you wash your private parts and armpits last so that it could have soaked the soap and all the bacteria and sweat and odor that is already in there can wash away last. I don't see any reason you should be in and out of the bathroom in less than 10 minutes. If you're in and out of the bathroom in less than 10 minutes, then trust me, you're not doing the right thing. Now, after you have bathed, you dry your body, you apply moisturizer. If you use moisturizer, then you also apply your antiperspirant or deodorant. Now this part is quite important. If you're the kind of person that feels that, oh, you don't want to use any synthetic clean on your body, you rather use a natural remedy, fine. Find a natural remedy that works for you. But if you sweat a lot, you need an antiperspirant. And from my research, I found out that antiperspirants actually work better at night. So you'll be doing yourself a favor if you're bathing twice a day and making sure that you're using antiperspirant at least twice a day, mostly at night. A lot of people think that you only apply antiperspirant to your armpit. That is not the only part of your body that sweats. Do we understand that? Why is it called body odor? It's not just about your armpit. Your private parts sweat. Like, have you ever gone and done a physical activity and find out that there's no sweat on your private parts? There is. The fact that hair grows there is enough to tell you that there's going to be sweat there. And so when you are bathing, you have to pay special attention to those parts and apply antiperspirant on those parts. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying you should apply antiperspirant inside your private parts. Please. I know that people can misinterpret things. I'm talking about the surface where the hair grows, the front. I don't need to go too deep into detail to explain where to apply antiperspirant. You know what I'm talking about. And some people even go further to spray their whole body because they know how much they sweat. So look, find what works for you, but do not skip the antiperspirant or deodorant part. It is very important. You can try your best to bathe every single day, but you cannot be constantly in the bathroom. You have to function in society. And so antiperspirants actually help as a stopgap before the next time you bathe. The next remedy is to target the things you eat. If you do not care that you smell like what you eat, then that's totally fine. Maybe this segment of the video is not for you. But if you eat garlic and you're wondering, why do I smell this way? Why do I have this odor? Why is that no matter what I do, things do not change? Or if you drink alcohol a lot and you're noticing that your body odor is changing, understand that it is because of what you are consuming. If you want to work on this, then you have to focus on nice smelling fruits and vegetables as your main diet. If you love garlic so much and you feel like, oh, the health benefits of garlic are just so much that you cannot let go of it, then maybe try cooking it before eating it. Like adding it to other things, so that it kind of like suppresses the odor. But again, if you're already somebody who is invested in garlic, then obviously no matter what I say, it's not going to change your mind, and you feel like this part of the video is not for you, that's totally fine as well. Try to do some research and find out what is in your diet that might be making you have body odor. The next thing is about the clothes you wear, and I'm going to put them two in one. So one is the type of clothes you wear, whether they are breathable or not. If you're already somebody who sweats a lot, then you might want to actually focus your next shopping purchase on cotton clothes, light clothes, polyester maybe, but things that actually allow sweat to pass through. Things that allow you to sweat and then allows the air around you to dry your sweat. Not things that actually trap the sweat within and hold everything within and just continuously festers bacteria and sweat and odor. The second part of that is, please wash your clothes regularly. I do not believe that I have to actually say this, but you cannot keep wearing the same clothes for months and expect that you're not going to smell? Now, understand that your lifestyle and the part of the world you are in are actually variables that determine how long you should keep clothes before washing them. For instance, if you're in a temperate region, then you do not necessarily need to wash your clothes every week or every 2 weeks. You hardly sweat most of the time unless you have actually an issue with sweating. And body odor actually is synonymous with heat, sweating, bacteria, where bacteria can fester. And in cold, very, very cold regions, then it's very unlikely that you would sweat and smell a lot if you have already done every other thing right. So I'm not saying still don't wash your clothes. Yeah, I'm looking at all of you guys in this Canada. Please wash your clothes. But saying that if you're in a hotter place, then you might actually need to wash your clothes more frequently. Underwear, as a general rule, I think you should wash every single day in terms of the panties and the briefs. For bras, I mean, maybe wash it every 2 weeks or every month, depending on how you use them. That's just a general rule that I created that you do not have to follow. But look at your lifestyle, look at your odor, and decide for yourself if it's something that you want to actually invest time and effort in to make sure that you smell good. So guys, I feel like I've touched all the main points about the things that cause body odor and the way you can control and treat body odor. Again, this video is not the beginning and end of everything that you need to know about body odor, and as I learn more and research more, I do not mind coming back to update you guys on the things that you need to know about body odor. But I feel like these are the basics. If you bathe well, if you use proper deodorant and antiperspirant, if you wash your clothes, if you just take note of the kind of lifestyle you lead and translate that into the frequency of bathing, I think you should actually have cut down 80% of body odor. And if it still persists afterward, then it could be as a result of hormonal issues. It could be an other medical condition that you do not have any control over. It could be an infection either in your private parts or on your skin. These are things that professionals are supposed to handle, so I would not go into those things so that I do not spread misinformation. But please take note of your body and how you smell. Don't just keep going around the place saying, oh, I don't care, I'm living my life free. Please, other people are dying in your wake. So please, if for anything, for the good of humanity, just try to curb your body odor. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next part of this video where I'll be talking about mouth odor. Yes, and I'm going to be asking a question about which one is worse, body odor or mouth odor, but we'll get there. And then the third part of this video, I'm going to be focusing on certain accessories that you need to change from time to time in order to actually help your lifestyle and your hygiene. Yeah, I'm looking at you, guy who has a towel for over 3 years. And okay, moving on. I'll see you guys in my next episode next week, Wednesday. Thank you all for taking out time from your week to have a little chat with me, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. If you have not turned on the bell notification, please do, so that you can know when next I post a video. And don't forget to leave a comment about your thoughts on this video, your suggestions, and your experience with body odor. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Totters. Mwah!